Trump has launched one of the most aggressive policy shifts in modern U.S. history, ordering the federal government to erase all official recognition of gender identity and replace it with biological sex. By 5 p.m. on Friday, multiple government websites either went offline or displayed error messages as agencies scrambled to comply with the sweeping executive order. The directive issued earlier this week demands the removal of all references to gender from federal forms, databases, and policies, replacing it with sex, strictly defined as male or female. It also orders the termination of federal contracts and funding linked to gender ideology and diversity programs. By late Friday, major federal agencies had already begun implementing the order. The Department of State removed the X gender marker from U.S. passport applications, eliminating the option for non-binary individuals. The Centers for Disease Control, CDC, erased multiple public health guidelines, including information on contraception, Hawaii the Fifth resources for transgender individuals, and support materials for schools assisting trans and non-binary students. The Federal Bureau of Prisons reclassified its inmate tracking system, replacing inmate gender with inmate sex. Meanwhile, the National Park Service and Census Bureau websites temporarily became inaccessible, some displaying error messages as content was removed or altered. When confronted by reporters about the sudden shutdowns and policy reversals, Trump gave a characteristic response: "I don't know the details, but I support it." His administration has made it clear that this is only the beginning of a broader effort to reverse what he calls the radical left's gender insanity. The executive order, signed on Trump's first day back in office, mandates that all federal agencies align with a strict definition of biological sex in official documents, internal policies, and even prison housing assignments. Inside government agencies, employees are already bracing for what some are calling the most significant shift in federal policy in decades. At the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, workers have reportedly been instructed to flag every contract or grant that includes the word gender. This has sparked immediate fears that funding for women's rights initiatives, diversity programs, and international inclusion efforts could be next on the chopping block. Trump's supporters hail the move as a long overdue correction to progressive overreach, while critics warn that it will erase vital protections for marginalized communities. The debate is only beginning, but one thing is certain: Trump is making good on his promise to dismantle what he calls the woke agenda. What's next? Click on one of the videos appearing on your screen. You won't believe Trump's next move.